Medicare mini course day 2. So we're on our second video of our Medicare mini course. It's only going to be 5 videos, so this will help us piece it all together and understand really in a much better way, a much easier way, the different parts of Medicare. It's just too overwhelming to kind of absorb it all at once. So breaking it down into pieces makes a lot of sense. If you haven't signed up for the mini course and you just stumbled on this video, you can find it at medicareonvideo.com/mini-course, and it will put you into an email scenario where you'll get an email each day for 5 days with a separate video where we break it down and make it easy. You can certainly give us a call at any time. We're happy to help with any of it. That's what we do, is we put all this together for you, and there's no cost to you to let us do that. So hopefully you'll allow us to do that, and then we'll make sure we get all our pieces in the right places. So day 2, we're going to talk about the cost of Medicare. What does Medicare cost? And a lot of people coming in Medicare think, cost? It shouldn't cost anything. I thought it was free. Medicare, unfortunately, is not free. It's not terribly expensive. We've paid into it pretty much our entire lives. We've had a Medicare tax on our paycheck pretty much our entire lives. But when you come into Medicare, there are some definite out-of-pocket expenses that we need to be aware of. Now, the different parts have different costs. So when we talk about Medicare Part A, which if you watch the first video, you have a kind of an understanding of Medicare Part A. Medicare Part A, if you have worked 40 quarters or more during your lifetime, so 10 years, and you've paid that Medicare tax, there is no premium for Medicare Part A. If you have worked less than those 40 quarters, there would be a premium coming into Medicare Part A, but a lot of times it's still worthwhile. But just understand, most of us have worked those 40 quarters. You can come in, Medicare Part A has no cost to it. Now, it will have out-of-pocket costs when you use it. It has a deductible, and it's a rather large deductible. It's around $1,600, and it generally goes up each year somewhat, so it can change over time. And then there's also a cost per day in the hospital. But if you're on original Medicare and you have a Medicare supplement plan, most of them are going to cover that deductible in its entirety, cover the daily hospital costs in its entirety. So there really will be almost no out-of-pocket costs for Medicare Part A when you have a Medicare supplement plan that goes along with it. Now, when you look at Medicare Part B, that covers stuff on the medical side, stuff outside the hospital, doctors, specialists, and all the medical stuff inside the hospital, it has a smaller deductible. Right now, it's around $250 a year. So it's an annual deductible, very small out-of-pocket. Most of us had a much larger deductible than that coming into Medicare. So you do have that as a responsibility, and then it generally pays 80-20. So Part B, when you go to the doctor or the specialist or the outpatient surgeon, whatever it may be, Medicare is typically going to pay 80% and you're responsible for 20%. Now, again, back to the Medicare supplement plans, most Medicare supplement plans are going to cover a lot, if not all of that 20%. So you'll have that small deductible, and then different supplement plans have different ways of handling things. Some, like Plan G, cover everything after that. Plan N covers everything after that, with the exception it has a $20 copay when you go to the doctor. But we figure all that out. We find the best value, and that's what we want to do, is put all this together so that we have terrific coverage. We can go to any doctor, any hospital, anywhere in the country. That's original Medicare. And then the right supplement plan that's going to give us very little out of pocket and give us the freedom and the flexibility that we want with our healthcare going forward. Now, something else to understand with Medicare Part B, and this will catch a lot of people by surprise, is that monthly premium, that right around $250, is income adjusted. So if you have income after you come into Medicare, if you have modified adjusted gross income on your tax returns, it's going to make that premium higher, or it can make that premium higher if you make certain thresholds. And I have videos specifically on this, and it's called IRMA. It's income related monthly adjustment amount, and it can raise that premium all the way up to over $600 a month. And if you are husband and wife coming in and you both go up that high, that's significant and certainly can shock a lot of people. So make sure, if you're going to have income, maybe you're going to continue working, maybe you're self-employed and you're going to have income, something to understand about IRMA is it's a 2-year look back. So that's the only information that they have is from 2 years ago. So it's not current income, it's from what you may have had 2 years ago. It can be complicated, but again, we can walk through all that with you, and we're happy to do that. But make sure you look for my videos on IRMA, and I break it down pretty specifically. That'll conclude our number 2 video on Medicare mini course. Stay tuned for number 3, and certainly sign up, fill out the form on my website at MedicareOnVideo.com, and we will email you a quote for the best Medicare supplement plan in your zip code. And we're happy to walk everything right through with you. Make sure we get all your pieces in the right places. Hope you found this helpful. Stay tuned for video number 3. Have a great day.